yourself.
Take care of your body. It's the only place to live. This quote was by Jim Rohn, and it helps to paint a picture of the importance of keeping your body healthy. One way to do this is to stay physically active. Did you know that physical inactivity is a modifiable risk factor that can potentially lead to mortality? Who knew that just by increasing your daily duration and intensity of physical activity that you could prolong your life and alleviate, if not completely eliminate, many of the chronic diseases the aging population inevitably faces today? Being a personal trainer has given me the opportunity to see firsthand the benefits of exercise. I have seen many elderly clients come in complaining of arthritis and high blood pressure, among other conditions. One of my clients, named Karen, suffers from arthritis and has damage in her knee to where she is bone on bone with no cartilage. She started strength training with me twice a week for an hour, and we focused mainly on musculoskeletal fitness and building her confidence to trust her knees so that she could go through the range of motions without fear. She was limited, but not as much as you would think. After 4 sessions, she was already saying how much better she felt and how her sleeping at night had improved and her arthritis wasn't bothering her as bad. With every session, she was able to push herself and start to rely on the areas of her body that she thought crippled her, and by the end of the 10 sessions, she was able to do complete weighted squats with proper form, to do step-ups, and to complete push-ups. Karen had suffered a lot of these setbacks with her body because she had not consistently remained physically active through her aging process. She let the fear of getting hurt keep her from exercising, and this is why using physical activity as a preventative measure is something that must be considered before the aging process starts. A vast amount of studies and data have linked sedentary behavior and obesity to an increased risk in chronic diseases such as cardiovascular disease, chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder, hypertension, osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, type 2 diabetes, along with many more. There are also many benefits associated with increased physical activity in regards to improving an individual's current health status. It is important to first understand the specifics of chronic diseases that can be alleviated, prevented, or eliminated by staying active. There are many risk factors that can be linked to chronic cardiac diseases and conditions, but the prevalence of sedentary behavior is one of the highest. Cardiovascular disease, COPD, and hypertension are just a few of the most common conditions of the cardiovascular system. Investigations have shown that being fit or active was linked to a 50% reduction in the risk for cardiovascular disease. A 50% reduction is a significant statistic that should be noted to help illustrate how important it is to be active. Hypertension, most commonly known as high blood pressure, is a condition that can be helped with an increase in proper exercise. Exercise helps to decrease the systolic pressure in the arteries, ultimately leading to an overall lowered blood pressure. Diabetes mellitus is a disease that can also be helped by physical activity. The article by Warburton et al. States that a review about diabetes mellitus concluded that modest weight loss through diet and exercise reduced the incidence of the disease among high-risk people by about 40 to 60% over 3 to 4 years. After hearing these statistics, one might wonder what specifically is considered physical activity in regards to duration and intensity. And depending on where you get your information, it could vary. How much is enough, you might ask? According to recent research, ACSM recommends 150 minutes of physical activity per week. This is just in reference to activities that make your body move, such as walking, running, or other cardiovascular activities. Musculoskeletal fitness is in reference to activities that put stress on the muscle to produce strength or endurance gains. These activities could be activities such as strength training. This could mean body weight exercises such as squats, push-ups, good, or free weight exercises such as a bicep curl, good, and an overhead press. Nice. These are just a few ways to put stress on the muscle to aid in strength and/or endurance gains. Musculoskeletal fitness is shown to be very beneficial to the elderly population so that they are able to maintain functional independence with their daily activities. It is also important to note that there is a difference between physical activity and physical fitness, even though the terms often seem to be used interchangeably. Physical activity refers to the functions of daily living, while physical fitness considers cardiovascular fitness, musculoskeletal fitness, body composition, and metabolism. After gaining a better understanding of what physical activity is and identifying how it can be preventative for many chronic conditions and diseases, it is also important to point out the health benefits of exercise as a whole. Physical fitness has been shown to improve several biological mechanisms within the body, along with improved psychological well-being. Generally, physical activity can improve mood, sleep, and muscle tone, while also controlling weight gain and boosting energy levels. Exercise has been linked to improved lipid lipoprotein profiles by reducing triglyceride levels and increasing high-density lipoproteins, which help to maintain a healthy blood pressure. Physical activity also creates better insulin sensitivity associated with glucose homeostasis. And in regards to psychological enhancements, exercise helps to reduce depression, anxiety, and stress. The research and studies conducted have helped to illustrate the benefits gained by increasing physical activity on both biological mechanisms and on the mind. The research has made it evident that physical activity should be made an essential part of an individual's daily life. During my time being a personal trainer, I have never been told that a client regretted increasing their physical activity. While it may seem easier to make excuses for not taking the stairs or parking farther away from the grocery store, remember, as you age, if you neglect your ability to move your body, you may not be able to stand up from a chair or a couch without assistance. You may not be able to accomplish functional daily activities like climbing a flight of stairs to go to work. The preventative measures should be taken now to avoid cardiac, metabolic, or skeletal conditions such as the ones described in this speech. Not only is physical activity essential, but it can increase the quality of life one has. By reducing risk, increasing biological functions, psychological abilities, and making the aging process an enjoyable one. Take advantage of the opportunities to move your body. Be aware of the benefits you can give yourself to improve your quality of life. Use the tools and knowledge given to you to make your life as long and enjoyable as possible. And don't forget that your body is where you live. I still messed up.